What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Elo Bandit, and today I have some news. Crazy Colin Pro has recently dropped from the Terminus Championship League, and I was offered to take his place. So I took it. I am now in the TCL. I will be the Rodham Washingtons. I am taking over Colin's team, formerly known as the Buffalo Mammo Swines, and I will be playing in his place essentially. Um, a couple things. Matches will be uploaded every week. I'll be having team builders like this and the actual matches uploaded separately. And let's see what else. I'm making a couple of, or one change to the team, which is I'm dropping his Rotom fan for a Ninjask. I'll put the whole team up. You'll be able to see it during the team builder. But that's the free agent that I picked up since we are in week 4. That's when I'm coming in. I was originally going to play against Tablemon, but he ended up dropping the League 2 since he was focused on Worlds, I believe. So I will instead be playing against the the same team. It's the Sydney Shiftries, coached by the Flying Bird. And so it's the team that I've already prepared for. There shouldn't be any huge changes. He did pick up a Clefairy as a free agent, but it doesn't really make a difference in my team building. So I guess that is pretty much it. I'm joining the TCL. I'm playing against the Flying Bird for week 4, and best wishes to Crazy Colin Pro. I hope that he's figuring his stuff out. I know he's got a lot going on right now, so I understand that he dropped the league. I'm happy to take his place for the time being, but I hope that he's doing good. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This is the team that I am bringing against the Sydney Shiftries. I've got a Megalopony with, it's kind of an interesting set because I'm not running Fake Out on this. I'm using Ice Punch, Drain Punch, Power Up Punch, and Heal Bell, and there's a very good reason why. With this particular speed, 224 investment means that I outspeed essentially his entire team, excluding Scarfers. And if they're running Scarf, I'm not going to outspeed them anyway, so I can put this much into speed and run Adamant and still outspeed everything, meaning I don't really need the priority that Fake Out has. I'm free to run Power Up Punch instead. So he expects a Fake Out, he makes a switch, and then I get a free Power Up Punch. I am running Drain Punch over High Jump Kick because since he's got Alomomola and Umbreon, I see a lot of Protects on his team, and I don't want to take that recoil crash damage. I'm also running Ice Punch on this so that I can hit Dragonite, Rotom-Mow, and Vivillon. And I have Heal Bell. And the reason I've got Heal Bell is because I plan to use his Alomomola as a setup opportunity. I'm guessing if I bring this thing in against Alomomola, he's going to Wish Protect and try to Scald Burn me or Toxic Stall me. Either way, I can just Power Up Punch until I get up to like +2 or +3, and then I can hit Heal Bell, get rid of any burn or poison or any other status on me, and then just Drain Punch him, take him out in one shot, and then hopefully sweep his team. So that's kind of the idea. Lopunny is my main sweeper. It does really well against most of his team, and that's kind of that. The next thing I'm using is my Specs Volcanion. This thing does really, really, really well against the majority of the Sydney Shiftries. It has a fairly standard set, maximum special attack, maximum HP. It's running Steam Eruption because it's Volcanion. I don't need Fire Blast to hit anything, so I'm just running Flamethrower. The extra power isn't going to get me any KOs that Flamethrower wouldn't, and Flamethrower, of course, has 100% accuracy. HP Grass is here to catch stuff like Alomomola, and then Earth Power just because I didn't have anything better to run. I did experiment with running something like Superpower to hit Umbreon, but it turns out with the spec set, Steam Eruption just still hits it harder. So that's why I'm running Earth Power. It is going to do well against, I mean, it's a super effective hit on Jirachi and Entei, so that I've got that going for me. Next up is Lumberry Weavile. Um, he has a lot of status on his team. He's got his Starmie with Scald, his Mega Banet with Will-O-Wisp. He's got his Pavilion with Sleep Powder. He's got Clefairy with Thunderwave. All kinds of terrible status that Weavile really doesn't want to have to deal with. So I am running Lumberry on this. I've got Pursuit to hit Banet and Starmie. I've got Knockoff to mutilate everything. Ice Shard is mostly for Dragonite, and Icicle Crash is basically stab damage that hits a lot of things on his team really hard. Weavile is fairly self-explanatory. I need it as a Pursuit Trapper. I need it as a Revenge Killer. It has a pretty solid matchup against a lot of his members here. Next up is my Assault Vest Electros. This thing is a blanket special tank. Essentially, it can take up a lot of hits with its Assault Vest and hit back pretty darn hard once it gets an Acid Spray off to lower the defense, and then Flamethrower, Giga Drain, Volt Switch to deal damage and get a free switch into whatever I want. Next Pokemon is Ferrothorn. It's a very standard physical tank. It's running an Occaberry for possible Fire Punch, Jirachi, and Entei. Essentially, I can get my rocks up even if I'm against a fire move. I've got Leech Seed, Stealth Rock, Toxic for all of his Stallmons, and I am running Power Whip to hit Alomomola. And then my very last Pokemon is my Crobat, which I was originally running a Furfrou here. I realized that Furfrou sucks, so I'm going to use the good Pokemon instead. This is a very bulky spread. It's got the same speed as my Lopunny, or one more, but it outspeeds everything that isn't Scarfed. It can Toxic his Stallmons, it can Brave Bird stuff like his Vivillon and his Machamp. It can Whirlwind out like a Dragonite that's set up, and it's of course got U-turn for momentum. I think this Crobat is going to be pretty solid. I think it's definitely an improvement over Furfrou, which I was running originally, but Furfrou just doesn't do the damage that Crobat does. It doesn't have the utility that Crobat has, so I think that Crobat is the correct option here. Overall, I'm very happy with this team. I feel like I've built it to the best of my ability. Shout out to Rennie T for helping me build this and helping me practice against the Sydney Shiftries team. We went through a couple iterations, and hopefully I will fare pretty well against the Shiftries in my league match. So that wraps up this team builder. I'm going to play against him soon, and I will upload the battle. Thanks for watching.